Hi, welcome to Simple or Not Kitchen, where we take some of those online cooking videos and we put them to the test and let you know if they're easy to follow or not. And today we have a fun and easy one for you. We're making apple butter and we're using our Instant Pot to make it. We saw so many recipes for this online that we thought we'd give one a try. To make our apple butter, we're going to need about 5.5 to 6 pounds of apples. To season them, we're going to season them with a little bit of pumpkin pie spice. You could use whatever seasonings you like. If you want to just use a few cloves and some cinnamon and nutmeg, you could do that as well. We're going to need a little bit of salt, and we're also going to use some pumpkin pie spice. And we're also using a little bit of apple cider vinegar in our apple butter as well. This will help give it a nice tanginess. We're also going to need a little bit of brown sugar. We're using about 1/4 cup, but you might want to modify that depending on the tartness level of your apples and how sweet you want your apple butter. And to round out the flavor, we're also using a little bit of vanilla, but this is optional. And this recipe couldn't be any easier. We're going to start by simply cutting our apples. We're going to leave the peels right on them and just cut them. We don't even have to cut them into small pieces. Just give them a nice rough chop. So we're using about 5.5 to 6 pounds of apples. So this part does take a little bit of time. But once we're done, we're going to throw them right into the Instant Pot and add our apple cider vinegar right in there with it, and then go our seasonings. That's our pumpkin pie spice and our salt. And then next we're going to go ahead and add our brown sugar. And don't forget the vanilla, that goes in there too. Once everything is in the pot, we are going to go ahead and close it, and we're going to pressure cook our apples with the vent closed for about 15 minutes on high pressure. And after the pressure cook cycle has completed, we're going to let it sit for about 15 minutes to 20 minutes until that pressure releases on its own. And our next step is to open up the pot and smooth out our apples. And you can see what our apples look like after they have cooked for 15 minutes in the pressure cooker. We want them nice and smooth, like butter. So we're going to use our immersion blender. We're going to get in there and just break up all those apples. And you can see the skins are still in there too. We're just going to blend that all up. If you don't have an immersion blender, you could do this in a blender, or you could use some sort of a masher or a food processor. And we want to get this nice and smooth. See how smooth it gets? And we also want our apple butter to thicken up a bit. So right now it's about the consistency of really light applesauce. We want it thick like butter. So we're going to use the saute function on our Instant Pot, and we're going to saute for about 20 minutes, give or take a few minutes, until it thickens up. We're sauteing without the cover, and this gets very hot and it splatters, so be careful. And our apple butter will have the right texture when you can put a little dollop on a plate and it doesn't run. And the longer you cook it, the thicker it'll get. And that's it. It's that simple. This apple butter is so delicious. You can put it on bread, just like butter, or toast, or it's the perfect addition to a cheese board. It's really super delicious. Thank you so much for watching Simple or Not Kitchen. For more recipes, articles, and video, go online to PenelCentral.com.